We were not even fighting this morning. All I did was say sorry.
Did something happen to you?
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's defamation trial seems to be all anyone can talk about these days as the court case forges on. It is nothing short of a media circus as the trial is being live streamed on the internet for all the world to see and consume. Johnny Depp is suing Amber Heard for defamation for $50 million. He had previously sued The Sun, an English-based newspaper, for defamation after they labeled him as someone who physically harms others. He lost that case, and this new one, for all intents and purposes, seems like the turning of the tides, with the key difference being key witnesses are finally allowed to speak during this trial, where previously they were barred. Wherever you stand on the matter, I will do my best to give an extremely unbiased account of the trial to best aid you in coming to your own conclusions about this undoubtable mess. Today we're covering Johnny Depp. Tomorrow though, you decide. Let us know in the comments down below who you think we should cover on the next few episodes of Where Are They Now. While you're there, it would be super great if you liked this video. Well, only if you enjoyed it at least. That way I know if we should keep up to date on trial coverage. I don't know, just spitballing here. Anyways, let's get into it. Johnny Depp was born in Kentucky, but would move around frequently with his family before settling in Florida. His parents got divorced when he was 15. When his mother remarried, Depp would later consider his new stepdad to be an inspiration for his acting work. Johnny didn't start out in acting, however. In fact, he dropped out of high school with the idea of becoming a rock star. Although he tried to go back to high school 2 weeks later, his principal encouraged him to follow his dream of being a musician and to only come back if he thoroughly wanted to, not because he felt he had to. Different times, I guess. Anyways, Johnny began playing in a band that received moderate success in Florida, so they moved to LA to try and get a record deal. Sadly, the band would split up before they ever got said record deal. Johnny Depp got into acting kind of on accident. He was already in LA because of his defunct band, and he met actor Nicolas Cage through his then wife, Lori Ann Allison. Cage encouraged him to pursue an acting career and got him into touch with his agent. Johnny Depp viewed acting as a way to pay the bills while he pursued music, which is hilarious. It's like saying you're a theater major to pay the bills while you pursue a passion in accounting. Then, as he kept getting roles, he found himself suddenly with the title of actor, especially when he was cast in the series 21 Jump Street at 22 years old. Johnny Depp's ethnicity comes into question a lot because of his darker features. But the only non-white ancestry he has dates back to a colonial freedom fighter in the 1600s, so that definitely wouldn't contribute to his complexion. In fact, he's primarily French and American. Although he said that he may have some Native American in his bloodline, that was proven to be untrue and led plenty of people to criticize his choice to portray Tonto, a Native character in the movie The Lone Ranger. An ad featuring Johnny Depp and Native American imagery that promoted a fragrance by Dior, literally named Sauvage, aka Savage, was obviously pulled in 2019 for cultural appropriation and racism. Now, we all know what has happened since then. He went on to do bigger and bigger roles, more particularly with Tim Burton, as part of his repeating troupe of actors that include Helena Bonham Carter. He also went on to star in the Disney series Pirates of the Caribbean, for which I'd argue is his most known role as Captain Jack Sparrow. Famously, studio executives disapproved of the messiness of Jack Sparrow and wanted him to be a more PG pirate, but fan bases responded so positively to the character, they were forced to let Depp's portrayal become a mainstay. By 2012, he was listed by Guinness Book of World Records as the highest paid actor in the world, earning $75 million US. Now, let's get into his personal life. He has 2 kids with his ex-wife Vanessa Paradis, a French actor. Although they sadly divorced in 2012, they remained close and co-parent their children. When asked about having children in an interview, Depp stated that having a family gave him a, quote, real foundation, a real strong place to stand in life, in work, and everything. You cannot plan the kind of deep love that results from children. Fatherhood was not a conscious decision. It was part of the wonderful ride I was on. It was destiny. All the math finally worked. Depp also has a well-documented struggle with substances. Apparently, it started when he took his mother's nerve pills at 11 years old. By age 14, he was doing pretty much anything he could get his hands on. Although he had a few years where he was sober, during his time with Amber Heard, Depp would later admit to being fully hooked on a cocktail of substances. Now, let's get into what you're here for, the trial. Amber Heard and Johnny Depp met in 2011 on the set of a film after Depp divorced his wife. Their relationship was extremely volatile, yet despite this, they would marry in a civil union in 2015. Then, in 2016, Amber filed for divorce and got a temporary restraining order against Johnny Depp. She claimed that when he was intoxicated, Johnny harmed her verbally and physically. Johnny denied these claims and said that she was only after money from the settlement. The divorce was finalized in 2017 after Johnny Depp agreed to settle for $7 million, of which Amber claimed that she would donate to the LA Children's Hospital and the American Civil Liberties Union, which is like a non-profit human rights organization. Now we get into the lawsuits. In 2018, a year after the divorce was settled, Johnny Depp took a newspaper in the UK called The Sun to court for labeling the actor as someone who harms his wife. The case was highly publicized, with both Johnny Depp and Amber Heard testifying. Then, in 2020, the High Court of Justice ruled that 12 of the 14 incidences of harm claimed by Amber were, quote, substantially true. The court then rejected Depp's claim of a hoax and accepted that Heard had her career and activism damaged because of Johnny. Following the verdict of this trial, the actor resigned from the Fantastic Beasts franchise because he was asked to do so by Warner Bros. Although Johnny sought to appeal the verdict made against him in 2021, he was rejected, with the court stating that they found no reason to believe that the case wasn't done properly. His lawyers even accused Amber of not donating the money she promised to the charities, but she said that she had not been able to do so because of the lawsuits against her by Depp. In addition to suing The Sun, Depp also decided to sue Amber herself for defamation in 2019 over her op-ed about being a survivor of harm. Although she didn't name him in the article, it was pretty clear who it's about. He claimed that he had lost out on jobs and roles because of the op-ed, which he deemed to be untrue and false. Amber countersued, saying that Johnny ran a smear campaign against her on Twitter. When the Sun lawsuit ruled in Amber's favor, she applied to have this lawsuit against her dismissed, but the court rejected it because the suit was against the Sun and not Amber, so they were different. Now, the main difference between this case that's currently ongoing is that key witnesses are allowed to testify for and against Amber, whereas the previous trial was focused on the Sun and making sure they upheld journalistic integrity. With this case being directly against Amber herself, much more evidence is allowed to be unveiled. Like, for example, texts between Johnny Depp and a friend about wanting to burn and aggressively harm Amber's body. Similarly, phone call recordings of Amber admitting to hitting Johnny were played in the courtroom, and Johnny claims that Amber left human feces in his bed. Some audio clips show Depp loudly shouting vulgarities at Amber, calling her degrading names. He winced on the stand as the clips played, with Amber looking to be fighting back tears. The toxicity of their relationship was apparent and indisputable, with each person seeming to have done harm to one another. It is also now being alleged that Amber had cut a portion of Johnny's finger off after she threw a bottle at him, although she alleges that he cut it off himself during a bout of substance use. While the lawsuit is technically supposed to center on whether Depp was defamed because of Amber's op-ed article, most of the trial has focused on the ugly details of the couple's marriage. Additionally, because it's being broadcast live online, the media circus surrounding the case has been insurmountable. It also can't help that key witnesses include celebrities like James Franco and Elon Musk, who are both set to testify. It seems that this case has become less about libel and defamation and is viewed more and more as some sort of twisted television show for audiences to enjoy and laugh at. The amount of TikTok videos I've personally seen where Johnny Depp epically owns Amber Heard while pumped up music plays in the background is a little disgusting. No matter whose side you happen to take on the matter, I wish more people would focus on the fact that this is people's real lives and real traumas. Please try to be more empathetic to how hard this is for all those involved. Sorry to end it on a somber note, but there you have it. If you'd like us to cover the trial in a more detailed fashion, please let us know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I've been your host, Sierra. See you next time.